Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing this, what is it, Thursday? I'm going to be doing some reading here from this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. So let's get this party started. Thank you for joining me. Happy Thursday. I'm over here doing my Instagram thing too, but I don't think it might be working a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see. How y'all doing? All right, I'm about to get this started. Let me go ahead and get started. Y'all know me, y'all are on my page. So I will be reading today from What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. So what do you say when you talk to yourself? I'm going to start with chapter 1. Not sure how long I'm going to read today. So this is something new that I am starting. All right, looking for a better way. You are everything that is. And if you're on here, put your city and state. Let me know that you can hear me. You are everything that is. Your thoughts, your life, your dreams come true. You are everything you choose to be. You are as unlimited as the endless universe. Yes, you are. Life for most of us should be pretty good. We have all heard what life is supposed to offer. Endless opportunities, the fulfillment of our dreams, and a chance to live each day in a way that brings happiness and success. Y'all can tell it's a little windy out here, but I'm going to make it through. Most of us want and need at least a successful job or career, a good family life, and reasonable financial security. We expect that from life. We know deep inside that we deserve our fair share and we have every right to attain it. Have you ever wondered then why things don't work out the way they should? Yeah, I wonder that often. Why do we not get from life many of the things we would like to have and feel we should? Why do some people seem to be lucky while the great majority of the rest of us seem not to be? Why are some people day to day happier, more productive, more fulfilled than others? What makes the difference? Is it Kismet? I'm gonna have to look that up. Kismet. I need to look at that up in Google. Let me see, what is Kismet? KIS. Y'all probably could tell me in the comments. Can you hear me? Can you say yes, Tammy, I can hear you, or something? Kismet means, destiny or fate. A hypothetical force or personified power that determines the course of the future events. Fate or destiny. I learned a new word today. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me go to Facebook on this phone and see if I can hear myself, because it'll be a shame for me to be talking and no one can hear. Yep, I can hear myself. Okay, learned a new word. A kind of fate that in some mysterious way charts our destiny and leaves little of the steering of our course through life up to us. Is the control of our lives in our hands, or isn't it? And if we can or should control our lives, what goes wrong? What holds us back? If we truly would like to be better, be the way we really would like to be, and be happier and more successful every day in every area of living, what is the wall that stands in our way? That is the million-dollar question. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I am reading from the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Because you know we talk to ourselves all day, every day. I grew up as an only child. Later, I was blessed to have siblings, but I mastered talking to myself. I had imaginary friends and everything. But this is a great book. This is my second or third time reading it. An unlimited life of practical potential. Imagine living a life that did not give in to the barriers and the battlements, the hassles and hurdles of everyday living. Imagine a life filled with the vitality of achievement and the enrichment of daily self-fulfillment. To me, for a long time, that kind of life sounded like an impractical dream, a cardboard box filled up with daydreams and wishes. To live a life of hope, promise, expectation, and achievement was to live the life of someone who lived only in the pages of a book. Thank y'all for joining. Hey, Dave. Good to see you. When I was quite young, I had a soaring imagination. Long before I learned what we could not do, I dreamed of doing what I knew we could. I remember, and this is this gentleman speaking, as a young boy, lying on my back in the cool, soft grass late at night, my mind sinking upward into the depths of the crystal clear stars that blanketed the summer sky above me. I could reach out and touch those stars. I could imagine any dream and see it come true. Yeah, I remember daydreaming and night dreaming as a little girl. Everything, we just felt that we could do anything. And as life progresses, we put limitations on ourselves. Even teachers, bless their heart, they'll tell children, oh, you just dreaming, you can't do that, you won't do this, you won't do that. And there have been several celebrities, they're of course adults now, that will call out their teachers. Miss Smith or Miss Jones said, I would never amount to anything. And look at me now. So I'm glad that person didn't listen to well-meaning adults. They're well-meaning, but they just are scared for us. They don't want children to get their feelings hurt or to be let down, but we should let our children dream to the highest capacity, and we should also dream to the highest capacity. So this is the book that I am reading from. Hey, Pastor Reginald, how you doing? Yes, that is so true. It was only later that my dreams gave way to more practical considerations. Star-filled heavens, dew-soaked grass, and princely dreams of imaginary kingdoms bowed to a more rational requirements. As I began to pursue my education in earnest, I began to learn what we could not do. In time, I became more intent on studying the laws and the limits of man than on learning the far-reaching extremities of mankind's potential. And y'all don't quote me on this. I read somewhere that we might only be using, y'all can Google it and correct me, 10 to 20% of our brain power daily. Do you know how much potential we have that we don't use just because we don't believe or we don't see it or we don't have vision? I learned all the shoulds, musts, and cannots. I was told it was bad to have your head in the clouds and it was good to have your feet on the ground. So I extracted my head from the magical excitement of the universe and got down to business learning about the more practical matters of survival and acceptance. From time to time, I had the nagging suspicion that there was more to all of this than was meeting the eye. I just couldn't see it yet. It was years before I decided it was time to stop and look at the stars again, but I did. The result of that one small decision changed my direction and my life. By the time I stopped and sank once again upward into the stars, I had completed a 20-year odyssey that took me from the back roads of a farmland village to the towering offices of New York's Madison Avenue. He came a long way. I love me some New York. From a quiet countryside of wheat fields to the negotiating tables of three-piece suited attorneys and well-groomed marketers. My odyssey took me to snow-covered Midwestern college campuses and to palm-lined streets of Western universities. Somewhere during that time, I began to wonder and dream again, as I had as a young boy years before. What if we could, I wondered. What if we could find what's stopping us and turn it around? That's a question we should all ask ourselves. What if? What if there is an answer and no one else has looked in the right place? What if any of us at any time could reach up and touch the stars? I began the first part of my search by studying something called human behavior. That's something we can get a degree in without ever really figuring it out. And for those that just joined, I am reading from the book, What to Say to Yourself When You Talk to Yourself. I began the first part of my search by studying something called human behavior. That's something you can get a degree in without ever really figuring it out. It is also something that older people, that's funny, I turned into one of the older people. You know, that year when you go in the grocery store and everybody starts saying, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Vision. That's right. Riley, good to see you. I'll be in Midfold this weekend with the Waltons. It is something that older people seem to know more than the younger people. Yes, we have to have vision. No matter how many educational degrees my professors could profess, I suspected that some of the silver-haired older people I knew had figured out what human behavior was all about long before we were taught courses in the subject. And that's what I used to hear older people call mother wit. I love to sit around folks older than me because I'm one of those seasoned people now. But people in their 80s, 90s, and if they're blessed to be 100, they have so much wisdom. I next studied something called motivational marketing that teaches us what makes people do what they do even when they don't want to do it. Woo! Yeah, because a lot of times, a lot of you all know that I'm have a home-based business, and a lot of my teammates, they want to be motivated. And I heard a young lady, Donnie Wiggins, she was on a podcast yesterday. Y'all should check it out on YouTube. Just put in Donnie Wiggins. She did a podcast, and she was like, y'all don't need motivation, y'all just need discipline. Write down your plan of action each day and be disciplined to do it, whether you feel like it or not, whether you think you're going to get some results that day or not. So this is exactly what he's saying. That teaches us what makes people do what they do even when they don't want to do it. Hey, Tiffany, miss you, girl. When they don't want to do it. When I completed my coursework, it was my final opinion that you can never really get anyone to do anything they want to do unless you use force. I decided that in most of the world, force is called advertising, and we get plenty of that. In time, I found myself walking the hallways of academic psychology. It is a good field, and it deserves our attention and respect. A lot of people have lived richer lives because someone who cared took the time to listen. Yet despite all the good people I encountered and the useful information I learned along the way, nowhere in my studies of business, religion, motivation, or psychology had I found a concrete solution to the question of how the average individual could touch all the stars in his or her heaven and still keep both feet on solid ground. That author said a mouthful right there. Eventually, I recognized that if I was going to find what I was looking for, I would have to set a new course and search in a different direction. To find the specific answer I sought, I would have to embark upon a journey of my own. I knew there had to be a better way, something that was obvious perhaps, something that might have been overlooked. I believe that mastering one's future must surely start with managing oneself. Ooh, that's a challenge, managing yourself. And if we could accomplish that, we could manage and master at least a part of what we call life. As I continued to study the inner workings of the human mind, I decided to look further into the brain itself. And it was there, in time, I found many answers and one simple, undeniable solution that would shed life, changing new light on why we as humans fail to live up to so much of our incredible potential and what we can finally do to change that. So that's it for episode 1 of my book reading. Chapter 2 is going to go into the answers. So this is the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. So I'm excited about finishing this book on live and all of that. And at the end of my episode, you know I have to have a commercial break. I'm about to drink my greens by Live Good. And a lot of you all, I've talked to you in Facebook Messenger, and as soon as I mention Live Good, you're like, I don't want to sell products. I don't want to sell. Well, we're not selling products. We're just consuming products. Live Good is an online shopping portal, just like Costco's or Sam's. The membership fee is only $9.95 a month. And guess what? You don't even have to purchase products every month. And if you refer somebody, nobody's forcing you to do that either. Every person you refer, you get $25 the next Thursday. But I have a slew of products inside, but I'm only going to feature one product on each episode that I do. And I hope you enjoyed my book reading. But this is my super greens that I take. Now, I'm not going to say I take it every day. I want to take it every day. I strive to take it every day, but at least every other day. So I don't know if you all can see what's all in here. Everything is in here. Everything is organic. Alfalfa, wheatgrass, barley, oatgrass, spirulina, everything. And it's good for immune protection, energy and recovery, stress support, digestive health. And to start the membership, it's only $49 one time. So if I've sent you a link in Messenger and we've talked about it, click on it, put in your name and your email. The information comes back to me, and you can become a part of our online membership. We have these are the greens I take. Very good for you. We have the reds. I take the reds also for cardiovascular health. The men love the reds. I ain't gonna tell y'all why, but the reds is good to increase your blood flow and your cardiovascular health. And you can put 2 and 2 together. We have a wonderful organic coffee that helps maintain your weight with a good little waistline and all of that. But that's our shopping club with Live Good. And you're not required to purchase products every month. You're not selling products. You're just consuming the products for you and your family. It's the next best thing. You're going to hear about it. We've gotten to over 300,000 members in the past 4 or 5 months. We're projected to get over 3 million members. And you can have a piece of that pie in our matrix. But I'm not going to break all of that down on this live. But just get in my inbox, or at the bottom of this, say send me more info. And we'll just go from there. So I'm going to take a swig of my greens. And it has a real good taste. So put something good in your body today that's good for you. Okay, bye, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Tiffany, I miss you too. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. Not sure when I'll do my next episode, but hopefully it'll be soon. Y'all have a good day. Okay, see you in Memphis. Bye-bye.